I had one in it. But I had it in PVC pipe. No, this is the one that already burned.
Okay, good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to Fiscal Court this morning. As far as report of what's going on in the Barren River area, Logan County's had 23 new cases on Friday afternoon, so that was 7 per day, and then maybe 2 days 8. We've got 658 total cases now, total cases. 539 have recovered and 30 passed away in Logan County. The state numbers yesterday, last week was 7,675 new cases in Kentucky, which was a record high for the state of Kentucky. As far as the state yesterday, there were 643 new cases, 94 under 18, 18 under 5, and the positivity rate on the testing was 4.37. The governor did have a telephone call with the mayors and the judges and pointed out that we were leaders in the community, and everybody in this room is a leader in this community. And he wants us to kind of help patrol the mask and the 6-foot social distances if we can. So with all that being said, I know that we've lost several people here in Logan County. I know we got one church that lost its pastor, and I know that's going to be devastating on that one church, and we need to remember that family as we come together this morning. And with that being said, Nathan, would you lead us in prayer this morning?
Glad to. Let's pray. Our Father, we're glad for a new day that you have made, and we rejoice in it. We ask, as we come together to discuss the business of the county, that you give the leaders wisdom and understanding to follow through on the best plans, the plans that you would have. We ask that in every need that's represented in this room, that you show yourself to be God of love and the God of power. We ask also for those in the community that are mourning, that you be the God of comfort, that you minister to each one that's lost loved ones. We believe for good in all that's going on in our state, in our nation, in our world. We commit these to you and believe for good, for you to deliver us from evil. And we ask all these things today in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Okay, let's call the meeting together with the pledge to the American flag. Jason, you want to lead us?
Yes, sir. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome everybody to Logan County Fiscal Court this morning. At the department heads' reports, I got a few items that need to be surplus from the drug task force. I don't know if that needs to be, I don't think that needs to be amended. I just wanted to tell the court ahead of time. And Amanda, you need to get back downstairs. We need to move you on the agenda.
I think you've already moved me out right after the meeting was.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, let's, with that being said, and then on item number 3, that's the sheriff's county revenue bond that were left out of there. Okay? And we usually vote on that every year at this time. Okay, with that being said, the minutes from the last court meeting.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Wait just a minute, we need to make one change in it.
Yes, we were waiting on that then.
On order number 20. One of the VIN codes was wrong on one of those trucks that were traded in. It was the first one. It should have said 2NKML D9 time 9X95MO88801. And what it is, after that X, there should have been a 9 instead of an O. We need to approve it with that change.
Okay. Make a motion, we approve the minutes as for September 22nd as presented with the correction on order number 20 on the VIN code.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Now, is there any other questions? Okay, not hearing any, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Yes. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, treasurer, approve the bills. And the bill basket.
I'll make a motion to approve the bill as presented.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve the bill list and the bills. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Yes. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, Amanda.
Morning.
In your folders today, we have the financial statement ending September 30th, 2020, as well as the finance officer's appropriation condition report ending September 30th, a list of the encumbrances, and the third-party financial statement for the Public Properties Corporation. On September 30th, the balance in the general fund was $314,173.31. Road fund, $1,317,214.80. Jail fund, $111,685.81. LGEA, $118,871.89. Federal grants fund, $631,346.30. Solid waste, $593,116.72. Occupational tax, $5,473,878.07. Life skills, $153,383.78. 911 fund, $58,742.17. Health insurance fund, $224,317.28. Special reserve, $4,178,484.97. For a total of all funds, $13,175,215.10.
Move to acknowledge.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
You also have a list of budget transfers in your board folder. This is just on a grant, that waste power grant that we received, just moving the money to the correct line item.
Motion to approve budget transfer as presented.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve the budget transfers. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Crossley. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Today, we need to transfer $150,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the general fund.
Got a second?
Who made the motion?
who made what?
Who made the, we was a tiebreaker right there with between Robert Earl and Jack, so.
Okay. You gonna second it then?
Okay,
Right.
there you go.
There we go.
Okay, questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Yes. Wright.
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
We need to transfer $30,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the jail fund.
So moved.
Okay, got a motion second. Now, is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Yes. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
And we need to transfer $25,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the 911 fund.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
One other thing, Mary Jo, you had asked me in the last court meeting about the insurance claims. We have started to see those hit the bank account. As of yesterday, on the pre-checks register that they had sent to me, total claims were $37,862.90. And of that $37,000, $25,278.63 was pharmacy claims.
Okay.
So that made the actual medical claims $12,584.27.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, road work request, Tyler.
District
Thank you,
one.
Amanda.
Let's continue maintenance. Appreciate everything. Widening the road up there looks good on Brown. I appreciate it.
Can't let it be easy on you. District 3, continue maintenance, buddy. It all looks good.
District 4, same thing, continue maintenance. Thank you for all y'all do. District 5, same thing. District 6, continue maintenance. Thanks for everything. All roads are good, appreciate it.
Okay, y'all heard the road work request, and I took the time yesterday afternoon to read through everything in this. There's quite a bit of work done. People had done it. This is something that a lot of counties wish they had, and there's no question that some work had been done in every district. We are expecting some blacktop to be starting to put down next week. So I think Kelly got the list. We're going to do the flex roads and some other roads that's been requested. Okay, do we have a motion and a second to approve the road work request?
I'll make a motion to approve the road request. Second.
Okay, is there any questions? Not hearing any, let's have a roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yeah. Okay, elected official, Mary, have you got anything today? Mary does have a new cot. We're paying for it today.
All right.
Scotty?
For August, no, September.
September.
Knowledge, please.
Motion to acknowledge the Logan fee report for the month of September.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second to acknowledge the clerk's fee report. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
You have before you, it's called the third quarter, the third quarter of our financial. We have to do that every quarter, it's in the Department of Local Government, so you have before you the third quarter, report. We'll get that acknowledged by the court, please.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and second to acknowledge the third quarter budget report. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
To make the court aware, we are underway voting as of this morning, 15 minutes ago. So we opened up at the old armory over here behind the post office. So I was over there before I came here, so it looked like everything was going well. So just want to let you guys know that. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Scotty.
Okay, Steve?
Just need to get the fee report acknowledged.
Motion to acknowledge the Logan County Sheriff's fee report for September.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second on the sheriff's fee report. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
I know we have several things on the agenda. I've got some more property to surplus, so if you want to wait and we'll get started on the other things, I can do it.
Okay, let's just do all that in sheriff and, if you ain't got the inventory sheets on there, but I need to make sure that Karen, I'm talking about the actual county inventory sheet.
No, I don't have it with me.
Okay, well, I need to keep them separate, so Karen can print that out tomorrow after we surplus them,
Okay,
okay?
all right.
Okay, department heads. Ginger?
Well, I would let the court know we've had an exciting week. We went live with our new pet on Thursday. It's a big change and we are working on it. But I think once we finally figure everything out, we will be doing good. I think the guys at the Sheriff's Department, I think, are really pleased with it. We're still working on some issues with the active 911. Now they're getting, before they weren't getting any information, and now they're getting a whole, they keep, every time we update something, they get something. So we're having some issues with faxing and things like that through the CAD, but it is a learning experience. And I know when I left Friday night, I felt like a new dispatcher because I didn't know it was so much different, but we're really pleased with that. So we'll be getting everything finalized on that grant within the next couple of weeks. And I will be out of the office next week, much needed vacation after all this. But Marshall will be there if anybody needs anything. Anybody have any questions or anything?
No, appreciate the hard work.
Thank you.
Okay, Nathan?
Morning.
Morning, Nathan.
Just want to update everybody on the tire day that we had last Friday. We took in 959 tires. Was not as busy as the spring, but it was steady. So I was happy to take those tires out of there. I appreciate the road department, kept them busy. Kept them busy out there, and Tim with our recycler, they all helped, and I really appreciate that. And I did put in y'all's folders the litter report. Continuing to do those spot checks is what I've been doing. We did have a little bit of community service in one group that worked, and we got together 39 bags and 26 tires, all of us put together. So we're hanging in there and hope at some point in the not so distant future we'll have the inmate help return as well as more groups. I will have some funding left over in that grant item. It is coming up due at the end of the year, and some will be trying to spend some of that money on some supplies, so for the litter abatement. I also put in there a recycling report. We did take in a little plastic and metal and 15 cardboard bales in the last month. So, and with any questions about that, I had one more bigger thing to do.
Are y'all picking up anything on roads anymore?
We are. We still have the nonprofit program, and I had one group last month, and I've got some groups this month. The schools are kind of getting back in, and the churches as well.
I saw some on Plainview Church Road.
Yeah, that was the Mennonite church that got that, so they did a good job. And so we're getting some of that, and I'm getting a little bit of community service coming in from the district court. And then I try to go out and pick up when I can, kind of spot check on the road some of the bigger items of litter. So that's kind of what we're up with right now. And like I said, we'll be looking forward to getting the inmates back hopefully soon.
Well, that's my next question. Steve, is there a reason we can't have the inmates out there now? It's a state law.
Yeah, it's above it's coming from the state is my understanding, and
It seems like they just as safe out there scattered around picking up, they are down there sitting in the jail.
Well, jailers told them that, but they feel like because of the jail being a confined environment, they don't want to take any risks, is I believe where they're coming down on that. But we hope soon, at least for the litter abatement, it would be really helpful, and we hope to get them back soon.
They do a good job. You just drive
They do.
here to Auburn, you can tell ain't nobody been picking it up.
Right. Hopefully soon.
Thank you.
Well, we had a little trouble with our truck situation, as I sent out to everybody. You may remember last time we approved a truck, but as you all noted, Jason and others noted, rebuilt titles are no good. And that's what we ended up getting was that truck. He admitted to me it was a rebuilt title, and so it did save me some time from having to go up there and look at it. So a lot of the other trucks that we looked at were sold, so we had to start from scratch. And so we're still looking for a truck for our recycling program. If you notice down on the agenda today, there's some surplus property from the recycling center. That's going to be one of our old trucks that does. We have two trucks right now. Neither one of them really work well, and the one that works the worst is what we're surplusing. And we did have 4 options that we presented, and we believe they're all good trucks. Looking at them, the titles are all good this time. I checked; they're good titles this time. And just to kind of sum it up, Tim, our recycling coordinator, likes option 1. It's the GMC truck. It's a little bit lower mileage and price, and 2014. Seemed like a pretty good truck and a pretty good deal according to the internet. And then Paul and Aaron, the mechanic out at the road barn, they like option 2 better because it's a little bit newer truck, a little bit lower mileage, or rather a little bit better engine, I should say. And but we think they're all good vehicles, and we'll put it all to you and see what y'all think.
Aaron's our mechanic, correct?
He is. And all the prices are there pretty much as like, I tried to write all that down as like the final price that we would pay. If you have a question on that, I'd be glad to work on it.
Is there any advantage to a flatbed in what y'all do?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. He doesn't really use the bed that we need it for a little bit, but it's not even where we'd even need a real big bed. So.
Now, I wondered about this, how long does these people keep this until we make up our mind? If we decide to buy a certain one today, if you call this afternoon, could it already be sold?
It is a possibility. We tried to get them to hold it with some varying success in trying to get them to hold it, but I tried to call them as close to court time this morning as I could to make sure everybody still got their truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've had, some are willing to work on that with you on it, and some are not, so.
The only thing, when we make a motion, we need to allow this check to be written.
Judge, I'm sorry, what did you say?
If we make a motion on any of them, we need to allow the check to be written.
Today.
Well, as soon as we can get it done.
Yeah, we'll get up there just as soon as we can get up there, probably the next day or so.
Without looking at the truck, I'm thinking 2017 all day long.
Yeah, that's where I'm feeling.
You're asking me to make decisions, reading, just reading a piece of paper.
Is it 93,000 miles on it, though?
That's what it said, yeah.
It was 110 on the first one. Well, it's just 3 years
I'm
old.
getting 53,000.
53,000 that first one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought I saw 110. Is that the
Well,
other one?
that's comparable listings, I think.
Yeah, that should have been
I think-
taken off.
I-
That was
I
my
think
error on that.
The
That
top part of that
should have been
section
set
is
off.
I think you're just
Oh,
doing
I see.
comparable listings
Okay.
down below it.
We agreed on one last week, it's so cheap, I moved it on, so it's a little bit
But I'm not seeing the engine size of quote one.
Quote one, the engine size, it was a 6-liter.
Okay, quote two was a 6-liter as well, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 4-wheel drive. I think they're both 4-wheel drive as well.
I would think a flatbed would be a disadvantage for y'all if you're going down the road. If somebody says there's a mattress on the side of the road and you go throw it in the back of the truck instead of, have to strap it down on a flatbed or
Right.
something. So
Right.
I don't see flatbed being beneficial to y'all at all. Pull a trailer.
I'm like Thomas, based on what I see, I would have to quote to 2017 would be my pick.
Judge, that is in Tennessee. Is that okay? It's in
Yeah,
Goodlettsville.
yeah, that's okay.
All right, Nathan, I'm confused again, but that's not hard to do. What's the 25,000 or the 24,322?
Okay. The 24,322, they put it on the internet in a confusing way, admittedly. And the second page kind of gives the actual price. It's the 25,000 is what we would write the check for. That's what they gave us, the price. The 24,322 is if you had a trade-in, which I think is a little bit of funny math there, but it actually would add up to even more than that, but they were good. We kind of worked on them a little bit, and they were willing to bring it down to 25 on that first option. And then the second option, the revised price was $28,699 was the final quote they were willing to give.
Dang, they come down a bunch, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, they really worked it for us.
They all claim that, they're giving their best price for you, and
Yeah, you ain't gonna get much off a truck right now.
On option two, would you look into putting a flatbed on that?
we didn't. No, I didn't look into.
Probably about $6,000.
No, it wouldn't necessarily be an advantage to have a flatbed. The bed is not as big, it just, that pulling power, but it pulls a pretty big trailer is what it's gonna need, and so that's kind of the biggest thing.
I just noticed three here had a flat, and I'm supposed to follow just get out on it, come in.
Right. Joe, did you have any comments? Did you have a chance to see these? No? Okay.
When we buy used trucks like this, do you just call them back, or does somebody go look at it and make sure they have triple dents on one side you can't see it?
What we're gonna do is, when I told them all this, we're gonna bring our mechanic, Aaron, from the road barn, and he's gonna inspect it. So somebody will ride up with Aaron and inspect it, and if everything checks out, we'll
Well,
bring it
that's what I'm
back.
wondering about.
So, yeah, Aaron will come with us. That's kind of the condition of everything.
Y'all ready to move, y'all? Yep. Barry, I see you're still studying.
I'm okay either way. The guy on the front's confusing me, so I done about went to option two. But y'all, with his figures and what he's saying, something sounds a little shaky on that one. So I'm I'm almost with two with y'all.
Make a motion that we choose option number 2, which is the 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500 for a price of $28,699 and be able to write the check today or tomorrow whenever it's as soon as possible.
Okay, you probably need to put a stipulation in the motion if the truck checks out.
Yeah, if it
As
checks
long
out.
as the truck checks out and it's a clean title.
I'll second that motion.
And we probably ought to put an excuse in there because it's a newer model truck. And,
Because it's a newer model truck and the solid waste is in desperate need of one. They are walking.
Recycling, yeah.
Recycling,
Yeah.
recycling.
Yeah. Tim's gonna appreciate it.
okay, y'all heard the motion. Did we have a second?
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay, is there any questions?
Yeah, I got one. What if I call them this afternoon and tell them I'll give you 27,000 for it? You think I'll get it?
Yeah, you just called, so don't do that.
I'm just saying, you know, we're giving 28,000 here. I mean, well, I just never did buy a truck by Jewett with them.
Well, Nathan did, he's you with them and it's 28,699, so 28,900.
Do what now?
There's a revised price. They negotiated down $201.
I thought it was 28,000, we made a motion.
Mr. Kyle, the county can't negotiate that way.
Do what?
We got,
We can't do that then, right?
we can't do that. We've got to take their quote or their bid as the bid or the quote.
Okay.
We ain't got the ability to renegotiate.
It can't be a penny more than what y'all approved, is my understanding, right?
I understand what you're saying, I didn't realize that.
I think I'm right on that, aren't I, Joe?
Nathan, after this meeting, you need to take Robert Earl's phone and his keys.
Yeah.
So you don't run down there and get your truck.
I'm gonna bring him with me next time.
You know, seriously, I didn't realize that, I just,
We'd like at 27,000, we would,
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crosley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
Thank y'all, we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan.
Okay, Kelly, you got anything there?
Got your new trucks? Did you get the new trucks? Okay, do they like them? In other words, they don't like them yet then, huh? Okay.
Okay, drug task force. You should have a copy of this in there. It's dealing with a computer. This item needs to be surplus. This item was purchased for office use. The computer network equipment, including hardware router, has been taken out of use. It was outdated and replaced and no longer worked and has a zero value. This item will be placed in storage of surplus, and we just need to surplus that tire, the computer tire.
Question is, what we're gonna do when we surplus it?
We'll have to make a determination whether to put it in e-scrap or,
Any electronic device, we've always said we will not sell it. It goes to e-scrap only, just because of the
Security.
slight possibility that there would be information on it that would be private.
Where is this thing? I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Printers that have memory.
It's towards the back by all the other surplus.
Well, I
stuff.
see surplus I see 3 different ones for drug task force.
I think it's clipped to something else.
Oh, okay.
okay, there's something
There's
else.
so many, it's hard to.
Yeah, I understand.
I I'm fine with surplus, and I just don't want to see any electronic device going anywhere.
Well, what we'll probably do later is come up there and ask for it to be put in e-scrap to destroy the,
Yeah, just want to make sure that we get possession of it. I mean, the truck asphalt needs to make sure they physically give you that, power, you know, so we can make sure it's, you know, those E-scrap people are, Tyler knows the right word, where they go in there and swipe it. And
I guess we could go ahead and surplus this and say that,
If this is a router, it's not, but either way, what Thomas is saying is right. I mean, any technology needs to be destroyed. I mean, I think it's-
we can say the hard drive destroyed and be put, done away with through e-scrap.
yeah.
That'd be good. I'll make that motion.
Second. Oh, well, that's not a router, that's a picture of it.
Now, what we talking about, computers?
Yeah,
Computers, printers, routers, anything, you know, that's electronic, that might have some jewelry on it, that,
Well, why can't we take a sledgehammer to each one of them before we take it out there?
well, even that doesn't do what.
You're not supposed to put electronic waste, really, in, as far as I
That's
know.
I know about that.
Yeah.
But when we e-scrap it, they have to swipe it.
They properly
They
dispose of
properly
it.
destroy all the information that's on it,
Okay,
supposedly.
okay.
That's what their contract says.
Some of them reuse the metals. It's not a router, it is a computer. It's
okay, we had a
picture of it.
motion,
Instead of towers,
we had a motion to surplus, and this is county inventory, number 2302380, to be surplus, hardware to be destroyed, and to send to e-scrap. Okay? Did we have a second?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seconded it.
Okay, Tyler seconded. Okay. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, then we've got two items that need to be surplus. One of them is the surveillance system. It's no longer, it says this item is no longer functional. It was taken out of service. The value is zero because it was outdated technology and item was not functional. This item has been placed in storage for surplus. This will be sold at the county auction, and it's inventory number 02477, county inventory number. We just need to surplus it and put it in auction.
And destroy it?
E-scrap as well.
Yeah.
Do not,
We got to make an attempt, according to the government, anything like that, to,
that's got, that has the potential of having private information on it, because that has memory. And, we do not want that going out into public hands. So I'm not going to vote to allow that to be, sold publicly, only through e-scrap. And then I'm sitting there looking at a DVR, if I'm seeing the pictures correctly, in that.
Did it?
You know what that is, Tom?
Yes. It's an older analog, but it still has hard drives on it that stores video of
That
people.
thing right there has got stored information on it, pictures. That's a DVR. If it's electronic, it should be e-scrap, here.
It ain't worth $5.
well, it won't bring nothing, that's a sale anyhow.
It's a good policy for the worst case.
Okay, we'll put on there the surplus.
What'd you say, Joe? I
I
didn't.
said, what you're saying is a good policy, because what we would ever get would pale in comparison to worst-case scenario. We let information out that we shouldn't, so.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna
E-scrap.
destroy an e-scrap.
Do the e-scrap, yes.
And on our bill list, there was 3 new cameras and a new system put in that we just paid for. So I guess that was the replacement. I saw that on the bill list. Okay, 10 minutes.
Okay, make that motion.
So the motion is read by the judge, accept, change it to be destroyed and be scrapped.
Second.
Okay, the next item is a 19-inch.
Are we voting on more than one at a time?
Okay, yeah, let's vote on this one.
Okay.
Let's have roll call in.
Davenport?
Yes.
Crossley? Wright?
Yes.
Harper?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Bolden?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes. Okay, a 19-inch television. At the, item number, let me see. Okay, we didn't have an inventory number on this one.
There's a serial.
Do what?
I said there's a serial number.
Serial number.
Says it doesn't require to be inventory since it's under $500.
Yeah.
Make a motion to surplus it and e-scrap it.
Okay, I had it to go in the sale.
I would assume that this thing has a memory as well.
It's just a 19-inch television.
Yeah, the television's got memory.
Well, I mean, whatever, if we're going to stay with the policy, any technology to be surplus and e-scrap, and I think we ought to just stick with that, we gave $178 for it 10 years ago, so let's make sure it properly gets disposed through an e-scrap process. If anything, not just information, but, you know.
Okay, your surplus, remove them, and e-scrap.
Yes. Second.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport?
Yes.
Crossley? Wright?
Yes.
Harper?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Bolden?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes. Okay, next item is to be surplus and destroyed. They've already been destroyed. They're not in place anymore. One of them's a Sony Digital 8 Video Walkman VCR, and it's already gone. We just need surplus. It's county inventory 02045.
So moved.
Second?
Well, we need to surplus this and remove it from inventory. Okay? The others we didn't remove, but we hadn't got rid of them yet. We'll remove them at another court meeting. So your motion is to surplus and remove from inventory? Okay. Okay, you have a second?
Tyler did. Second.
Second.
Okay, well, let's have roll call.
Davenport?
Yes.
Crossley? Wright?
Yes.
Harper?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Bolden?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes. Okay, next item's a phantom bar with HR light bar. This item is no longer functional, had been taken out of service and disposed of at value, zero value. Technology was not functional, and this item needs to be surplus. It's inventory number 02101 and removed from inventory.
I'll make a motion to surplus and destroy the phantom bar with HA light bar
And removed from inventory.
and remove from inventory.
I bought that at the Superior Illinois.
Did we have a second? Okay, let's have roll call.
Who said that, who seconded it?
I'll say.
Okay, all right. Okay, Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle, Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next item is a Sharp multifunction fax machine. This item is no longer functional. It has been taken out of service and disposed of at zero value and was outdated technology. This item is not functional. We need to surplus it and remove it from inventory. It's county inventory 02104.
So moved.
Second.
And that's to surplus and remove from inventory.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next item of business is a Glock Model G43 pistol, serial number BBY S621. This Glock Model 43 serial number again was traded in for an updated Glock Model 43X, serial number BME B589. The trade value was $275. The updated Glock purchase was $368.60. So we need to surplus this and then allow it to be traded in on a newer model.
I'll make that, put that in form of a motion.
Second.
I guess it needs to be surplused and allowed to be traded in and removed from inventory is what I meant.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we surplus the Glock G43 with the serial number that you have and remove it from inventory, and it was traded for a Glock 43X.
Second.
Is that good
Okay.
enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's confusing, Mary.
No, I know.
That was novel.
Okay, we have a second. He seconded it. Robert. Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
But did we skip to the inventory stuff?
This was out of line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that part.
Okay, judges' announcements. Registration for CAECO's 2020 virtual conference on October 28th through October 30th will be free of charge and up to 8 hours training credit for anybody that participates in that. There's a copy of a thank you letter received from Logan Industrial Authority on your funding received for fiscal year 2021 in your packet. And also downstairs, if any of you are interested, I've got the state guidelines on Halloween. If any of you want to know what's permissible and what, recommended, I've got those guidelines downstairs if any of you want to pick that up for your church or whatever you need. So, any other announcements any of you know that I hadn't touched on? Okay, I don't know of any reports or any citizen participation. So the first item of new business this morning, Steve, did you get any bids on cars?
I haven't received anything,
Okay, I haven't received anything either. So, and I don't guess anything was brought by to you, was it?
No.
Okay. Look like it's gonna be a problem getting cars this year, don't it?
Yeah.
And the state bids nothing either, huh?
Okay, next item of business, we got open bid for maintenance, monitoring of emergency and communication radio system.
Judge, I got a few questions about that. About opening this bid. This thing was not, the ad that I got was pretty wide open, so what are you bidding on? I know you wanted to keep it simple, but,
Well, we were told by the state, when we checked in on bidding this process out, just to put as generic as we could out there, from the auditor, and I think that, Joe, did you check with somebody too on that?
The main thing we looked at was just putting it out for bid, that we would need to do that. So the specifics of what the bid said wasn't necessarily something we talked about. I think my feeling on it was, with what you all had at least been thinking about, was one way to deal with it, but since there are multiple ways to deal with it, look at it as a request for a proposal, so we weren't putting somebody too far down one path that we only got one bid. I know when we bid for this system, we did that to where there was only one person who could meet the requirements of the bid. So it was kind of a, come look at our system, here's what our problem is, who has the best proposal to alleviate the problem for the best price.
I think this gentleman back here would like to ask a few questions, if that's permissible. Is that okay?
I mean, he can ask, yes. I guess if he's familiar with the system and knowing what the problems are, he can make his own recommendation for how to go about it.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize, I missed last board meeting, but is that what we did, put out a request for a bid or a request for a proposal?
I was thinking it was a request for proposal.
Well, it says request, this says request for bids. So it's a total, I agree with you, it's a total different situation. If you're asking for a bid, you're telling somebody what you want.
Yeah.
I want a 2021, whatever police group, you know what I'm saying, that meets these specs. A request for a proposal is, hey, you come look at my situation and you make a recommendation, you give us a proposal and we'll consider it, so.
I said my piece last meeting, but I think the language was brought in during the meeting, and I don't know that it ever made it to me, so I didn't see it. But I remember saying proposal, so if it didn't say that, and that harmed one side or another, I think it would be better to do it as such, because I think we do need, again, there's more than one way to deal with this issue, and we need as many options as possible, because we've had a really hard time getting anybody to really talk with us at some point in time, even having to write a letter to somebody saying we weren't going to pay a bill because they never would send us one after 2 years. So if it was written that way, I think proposal is the way I intended it, so that they could give us their best recommendation for how to address this problem economically.
Mr. Judge, how was it put out? For a request for a bid or a request for a proposal?
Yeah.
This is a request for bid. Is this what was put out?
Advertising the newspaper.
Okay, so then what was the request? I get for somebody opens a bid, I want to know what the request was.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we put out there, but all I ever said was that I felt like we needed to do it as request for proposal, because we needed to tell what the problem was and then have a request for proposal for how to fix it. So if we said bid and that's not clear, we're going to get requests for something we didn't clearly ask for.
And again, I wasn't here, so I'm asking stupid questions. I apologize. I did tune in, but I apparently missed this part. So if this was the request that was put out, there is only one thing that it's asking for, and this is a bid on maintenance and monitoring of the emergency communication radio system. That is pretty vague. What are we doing that weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly?
I think Tyler brought up a lot of that, and they wanted to keep it more vague so that we could get proposals on that. To encourage as much leeway as possible for a service that would fix the problem. I think they wanted, actually, well, what Tyler had talked about would address a lot of that, not on a monthly or yearly, I think even more daily if necessary. And I think yearly is what we've been having, and it's going to be what's been getting us in this problem is during the 12 months it falls off. So.
Judge, how many bids did you receive?
I've got one, and we got one other person in the courtroom that didn't.
But at this point, he can't submit his because
No.
the time is done.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. If we only have one bid, and this is what was sent out, I do not want to open bids today. This tells me nothing that we're going to do. If it's a bid, now if it's a proposal, you ask, you publicize and say, hey, you go look at it and you suggest what to do, and that's a different conversation, but I'm reading a request for a bid, and I ain't got a clue what we're bidding.
I would agree with you. I thought it was to say request for proposal, but since I was not in the line of it being passed around, I didn't see it.
I would think even in the request for proposal that we would highlight our problems and what we're, minimum expectations and what we're trying to achieve. In a request for proposal, I mean, just maintaining and monitoring the emergency communication system is just too vague.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't know what that is, so that has to come from.
Well, I mean, I'm not either, I'm not a communications person, but I'm sure we can sit down with Ginger and Steve and sit down and write out these problems. I mean, what our minimum expectations are, and put that in the request for a proposal. And then people who do this for a living could look at that minimum expectation and then also make recommendations. Hey, but you need to also do this, 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 and this, and you need to do this on a weekly basis, and this on a monthly basis, and this on a yearly basis. And they submit a bid for that. I mean, that would be, but again, it doesn't matter. I think we need to go back to the drawing board on that, especially means we only have one bid. And not that I want to stop this guy from asking questions. He asks all the questions he wants. I hope every company would show up and ask questions, but.
You're preaching to the choir. I'm good with all that. It was just that.
Okay.
That was what was put out there last time, and that seemed to make people happy, so I was good with that if that's what people.
And all my actions didn't cause this delay, but I mean, we've been dealing with.
It was oversight on my part, too.
I can't imagine another court meeting or two is going to make it even worse.
If it's a bid, that's enough for me. I think we should rebid it as a request for proposal, because a bid does kind of put somebody down a path for a proposal, lets them think outside the box and have multiple ways of fixing the problem.
And how long do you have to advertise this before?
It has to be advertised at least 7 days.
So, I mean, I don't know if y'all want to do that next court meeting or 2 court meetings from now, as far as physically being able to do your advertising and put together some information through people who know communications. I mean, Tyler, Ginger, Steve, I mean, Jason seems to know a lot about it. He's had good ideas as we've talked about that. Barry.
I don't have a clue.
Barry has a radio, so he knows how it works as a farmer. But anybody, I mean, all I would be able to contribute is, what I've just mentioned, and, how often are we doing these things, and how are they reported, and what are the expectations of how they report that? We hired, like we said, we hired a guy once before. He wouldn't even show up to give his presentation, nor send a bill to collect his money. So with that being said, I'm going to make a motion that we table this item of opening the bids for the maintenance and monitoring of the emergency communications system for a later date. And y'all can determine that at another time.
I'm a second.
Yeah.
Well, they might not want to now, they might, I mean, do either one of y'all have any questions now? You want to?
Okay.
You have a few questions? Okay.
We can go.
They
We
can,
can go in.
I mean, they can come up here and, both of them come up here and ask questions. I think it'll be all right when they go.
Sure.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, either one of you want to come up and ask questions, or?
You got anything? Okay. Look, go in your order, where you from, and all that stuff.
So, my name is Derek Wilson with Wilson Communications, in Mount Carson, Tennessee. And I just had a few questions as far as, he pretty much, hit what the county was looking for as far as maintenance, as far as just the infrastructure itself, and the radios and repeaters and 911, or does that include all the radios in the county that's on the system? We just need to be more specific of what you needed to work on, what needed to be fixed. I know I went with Ginger and Sheriff Stratton and went around and looked at everything, but we didn't have a clear understanding what needed to be fixed or what the county wanted to do.
So let's stop right there and ask Steve and Ginger, so like us, you're with BEI, is that correct? So we can get an answer to that, and we'll make a note of it and put it in the proposal. What are we requiring? Where do we start and where do we stop? Are we going all the way down to individual radios, or are we just doing,
I think all things. I think all things communication, I think.
So we're doing the radios as well?
I think all things.
So we do include the radios, y'all?
That's part of the communication. I mean, I think all things.
It's not unfair, but the scope of it, so.
Okay, is that plumbed down to the fire departments and everything?
The fire departments, we don't own their radios. They individually own them.
Okay, so they got their own radio.
All county owned equipment.
All county owned.
All county owned equipment.
All county
I
owned
mean, I think it's a
911.
discussion to have. I don't, like I said, we don't know that much about, is that a good option or a bad option? So that's why we relying on these two to
Just
maybe discuss that.
I mean, financially for the county, I would not cover the mobiles and portables, the 700 to 900 radios that you have out there would not be financially.
Except for the ones we own.
Is the set, okay, how many does the county own? 150?
We own all of them for the sheriff's department, dispatch. We do have some we got on a grant that we own down in American, and
I'd say less than
less than 150 probably.
So Terry Coles come under that too?
Oh, yeah, his was bought by the grant, Terry's was owned by the.
So that's emergency.
If y'all don't care, come up here in a safe spot where I can hear a little bit better.
So, BDI and Wilson, is that something that could the radios be line items separately? Okay, so that takes care of that. Just line item that is a separate.
And then the infrastructure part of it, is that what y'all were saying, the radios?
Yes, the whole dispatch center, the tower sites.
That would be under one umbrella, and if you could just take the individual radios. And between now and bid time, the judge could get you a firm number of how many, and BDI may already know, but somebody knows how many radios we actually own.
I'm not going to tell you how many the county owns as opposed to the fire department's, I know system-wide, there's somewhere between 700 and 900.
Yeah, so we would only do, if I'm hearing the court correctly, what the county owns. And Ginger and the judge in his office should be able to come up with a number. And whatever that number is, if it's off a little bit, we'll tweak it, but you'll have a number.
Because they were, when the grant was different, radios come in to say that the sheriff's office, and they went out in different places, and, I mean, this is being,
When we're talking about when we're talking about the individual radios, we're talking about like tweaking the radio if it's having a problem communicating, like
well, I mean,
the settings.
we want someone to be able to monitor the system in the hall. If it is a radio issue with one specific radio, you know, I mean, sometimes the issue will lie within a mobile or a portable or whatever. That might be the only one that's having this issue.
Right, absolutely.
Correct, exactly. But as far as, you know, the main thing I think we're concerned about is the infrastructure, you know, with the tower sites and dispatch.
We can give a approximate number, figure out how many that is, if it's 100, it's 120.
I
And
know
we
there's
can
been a
include
couple
that
rates
in
after radios over the years.
And is that included in that, if it covers the parts or just labor, that also needs to be, or if you have to add a major item on the infrastructure, you know, that needs to be.
If a radio needs to be replaced and we already own it, or if a repeater needs to be replaced and we already own it, we need to buy the parts, I think, and still own it, and not,
That's perfect.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think in this proposal, we would expect you to be anticipating what a part's gonna cost for the next 2 years of the contract or whatever. I mean, it should be our county needs to buy.
And how long of term of length did y'all are asking for?
I don't know, I wasn't here, but the request for bid
You-
doesn't say.
I would say you could do different levels of, you know, if you, whenever we put out for, or an RFP, then you could do option 1, option 2, option 3, you know, this is this level of handling your situation, this is this level, and that's this level. If that's something that would, you know, as far as, and you could do 2-year, 3-year, 5-year, whatever you wanted to do, but I wouldn't want to go anything more than 5 years, would be my personal opinion.
I mean, if we.
So we're talking a minimum of 1 year and up to 5,
Yeah.
let them produce whatever options they're going to do.
Yeah. And we want to talk about, I brought this up last meeting too, talk about turnaround time, if, you know, as an emergency, we have a tower that's down, we're not communicating. I would like to see us have a, I don't know what the time span.
How long it takes to try to get it back, to making the effort to get it back up?
Right, just because of the risk, I think we should, you know, we should do that. But I don't know if that's a 4-hour turnaround, I don't know if that's.
Obviously, if it was something up on the tower, that would probably
Yeah.
take longer.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about your response time,
Yeah.
response time. So,
Industry standards about 4 hours.
okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So you get the call, you're on, at site within 4 hours, and then you're troubleshooting. At that point, you don't know if it's gonna take 3 hours or an hour or 2 days, you know, so, but yeah.
I think one of the items, main items we were looking at was better coverage. You know what I'm talking about?
Tower placement,
Yeah.
better coverage, tire placement.
And that's gonna take a little bit more looking into. Obviously, if they've been working on, they're familiar with where all the dead spots are and all that, so I'm gonna have to get Sheriff Stratton and see,
And we, also, we got some radios out there that's been reprogrammed. I think we got a few that's, I don't know who reprogrammed them for them, but they reprogrammed them somehow. And some of them's got some channels they're not supposed to have.
That wouldn't be I mean, they might have to correct that, but they're not gonna police that. Either company don't need to police that though.
Well,
Correct?
they just might need to be reprogrammed.
Yeah, reprogrammed, okay.
And right now, I mean, it would be a fix for some that have already been programmed like that, but it's our policy is, unless they come to you with a letter from the sheriff and the police chief, that police departments and the people working with it.
Well, and I know if there's any question they called before, because we sat down at the original program and said which each person was gonna have, like, you had your basic firefighter, all the way up to, your chief, what was supposed to be in each radio. And we sat down at the fire department, I know it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago, we had a mastery program. And I had, at that time, had every radio, serial numbers on the radios and what was supposed to be programmed in it. But, there's gurus out there that figure out stuff all the time. And there's some that have what they're not supposed to have.
And I guess too, if the person has the maintenance contract or y'all want to buy radios from them, obviously if one person's doing maintenance on it and you've got somebody else installing radios on the same system, that's not going to work with each other.
So we would have to buy radios that are compatible with our system.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, we wouldn't buy a radio that wouldn't work with our system.
Well, he's talking about, I guess, are you gonna buy radios from supplier A, or that you have the contract with, or are you gonna buy it from whoever's cheapest and let them install it, I guess? Is that your question? I don't know cheapest, or who do you prefer? If you have a contract with A, do you buy radios through A and let him install them for the length of that contract, or are you gonna buy from B, C, D?
I mean, I don't know.
When we bought radios in the past, we've
Yeah.
asked for bids on them.
If there are
Well, it's
radios.
kind of, as far as with the other radios that belong to the fire departments, we can't tell them where
Yeah.
they have to purchase.
It's just
their
just county-owned radios, I guess, is all we really need to be discussing.
If there are radios, there are property, we have to follow the state bidding guidelines, would be my thought. So we've
Yeah.
got to go with the cheapest or best.
In most cases, for the last, since I've been involved in the county, there's, Fiscal has a state contract with the state, and they're all the radios that are underneath that contract, which currently is 30% off the radio, so there really hasn't been no bidding.
Okay, so it's under
State bid,
state
it takes
bid.
care of the bidding process, but he's saying A, B, C, or D, that would be something that fits within that.
Yeah, we don't have to purchase off the state bid. I don't think, if we can get it cheaper, but,
You can get it cheaper.
yeah, they just do that for us, or, so we don't have to bid out if we don't choose to, so.
I guess that's all the question I have.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll
man.
try to put a little more clarification and maybe some minimums. And again, open to suggestions, because we're not, obviously, as you can see, communication savvy. So, we want y'all's input, and y'all see that we should be doing, bid, because we're not buying a truck, and we're going with the cheapest bid. We're wanting to maintain, we have a $1 million communication system, and we want it to fire like a chicken, and we ain't doing it.
I'll stay consistent with something you said earlier. I mean, my thought with the proposal would be, feel free to use those line items to give additional potential things that we can choose not to, or we can't accept if we wanted to, because that's kind of the thought. We don't know what we're doing well enough to put out one specific thing, so, it might be too much for us, but if it's an alternate, we have the option at least to have that as a option to accept if we think that would help.
All right. Thank both of y'all for coming.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll get this out as soon as we can.
When can we get it in the paper?
Do what?
I was asking,
It depends on the wording. I mean, if I get it to them by the end of the day, they can be Fridays.
Andrew, you think you got all the information you need for UNC to put out a request for proposal?
I mean, we can make it more detailed. The last time we were told just to make it generic, so we did, but we can make it more detailed and put a bid out, or a request for proposal.
Okay, and she said if we could get it by the end of the day, we'd get it in Friday's paper.
I'm
Now,
not sure I can do it today. I've still got so much going on with the equipment down there.
If you get it in
It goes out in next week's paper.
you still got 7 days.
Still have 7 days
Yeah.
before the next board meeting.
Mhm.
So, and I think realistically, all bidders are present, so, I don't see that that's gonna be a huge issue, but maybe somebody, I don't know how many people read the county paper anymore either, but, you know, we need to make every effort to get it out there to anybody who does want to bid. But we know for sure 2 bidders, potential bidders are in the court, and it'll go out in next week's paper, and that will Ginger. So when do you need it to make Tuesday's paper? Friday?
No later than noon Friday, they have to have it.
Friday, so Ginger and sheriff and judge and anybody else who knows stuff for putting that list together.
I don't know, did we mention site? I would like for us to at least have someone do a site inspection at least every so often. Not, you know, we talked about other stuff. I don't think we talked about that today. I talked about it before, but for someone to actually go to the radio towers and do a site inspection inside where all the equipment is, make sure, you know.
I think both of them understand
They
that.
both of them understand, okay. So I don't know the timeline. I don't know every quarter, or we've talked about that. Yeah, whatever the industry standard is. I guess whatever the industry standard is.
Once a month.
Yeah.
You have a minimum requirement, you can put that in there, but, I mean, you got time to work with them a little bit on that?
I mean, I can, if they need me, they can call me or let me know. I don't care. I probably have some time.
And then after this done, we need, after we get it written up, myself and Joe need to look at it to make sure it is generic.
Yeah.
And make sure that it says request for proposal, mostly.
Okay. I guess we move on then. Is there any other questions either one of you want to ask? Okay, we definitely want to look at coverage, you know, around the county, what it would take to improve the coverage.
Y'all free to go if y'all don't want to hang around.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And make a note that I gave that proposal back to the one bidder. Okay, next item of business. Every year at this time, at tax collection time, the last 2 years, the fiscal court has made a motion that we agree that the current level of the county revenue bond and the tax collection of previous years are deemed adequate at risk, and this is the sheriff's county revenue bond. And the last couple of years, we had to put this in a form of a motion in court. We was buying a little extra bond money every year, and it got where it was going to cost quite a bit of money to cover it. And the last, I guess 4 or 5 years, we made a motion that we feel like that the sheriff county revenue bond is adequate, so at risk. So we need to put that in the form of a motion.
So moved.
That we think at the county level of the sheriff revenue bond and the tax collections of previous years are deemed adequate for risk. And that's the way the motion needs to read. Any questions? Do we have a second? Okay, second by Jack. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, number 4 is an item from, that needs to be surplus and removed from inventory. It's a hollow brand spreader, a seed sower from the road department. This was listed in a sale couple years ago, and we just need to make sure it is surplus by the inventory number 1985 and removed from inventory.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second to remove the surplus and remove from inventory one Holler brand spreader and seed sower, inventory at 01985. Reason for doing this, it was made out of steel, salt deteriorated and locked up and was very high maintenance. I guess that's one of the first salt spreaders the county had. Okay, is there any questions? If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, the jail, approved surplus properties from the jail. The first one's a Dodge Charger. It's 2007 Dodge Charger. This Charger was first put in service at the Sheriff's Department and later on transferred to the Logan County Detention Center for transportation officer to transfer inmates back and forth to other centers. This 2007 Dodge Charger was in a wreck and totaled out. County had liability insurance only, high mileage, no value except scrap, and this is to be sold at public auction. And it's county inventory number 02294. The VIN number on it was 2B3KA43867H708467.
You want us just to make the motion, or you want us to read some of that stuff back?
Well, just, she's got the information on it, just make a motion to surplus it, and it'll have to be removed from inventory after we find out it sells at the county auction.
All right, I make a motion to surplus this Dodge Charger and remove it.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item, two items are two Cleveland tilt skillets. One of them was purchased in 14 and one of them in 18. These skillets were purchased to prepare meals for inmates at the detention center. The Cleveland skillets are out of service due to high maintenance and beyond repair. No value except for scrap. And you got the inventory numbers on that, ain't you, Janice?
yes.
And they need to be surplused and allowed to be put into the county sale.
I'll make the motion.
Be sold at public auction.
Right.
Yep.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item is Logan County Detention Center commissary account. This was bought through the commissary. So this will go back to the commissary. It's a 1997 Ford van club wagon. It was purchased and put in service 2016 by the Garden Crew. The 1997 Ford van club wagon has high mileage, maintenance, and mechanical issues. The inventory number on this one, you got it, Janice?
Yes.
And then you got the VIN number. And want to be able to sell it at public auction on October 30th. But this will be a commissary item.
Make a motion to surplus commissary item jail 1997 Ford Van Club Wagon to be surplus and sold at public auction.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and second. Any questions?
And that money goes back into the contract.
Commissary.
Okay, let's have a roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, road department. Okay, 1997 Ford New Holland 6640 tractor. And you got the serial number and inventory. Right, Janice?
yes.
Was put in service in 1997 for mowing right-of-ways and scraping snow and ice from county road system. The 1997 Ford tractor has high number of hours, mechanical issues, and high maintenance. It'll be valued at somewhere around $6,500. We're asking for this to be surplus and to be placed in the public auction to be removed from inventory later.
Motion to surplus 97 New Holland 6640 tractor.
And to put in county,
Look down on.
okay, got a motion and a second.
I think there's some pictures mixed up.
Questions?
Do we not need it for a trade-in? Would we request for a new tractor? Is that, or do we just have an extra tractor there?
We got an extra tractor.
I think that about 2 sidearms ago, if I'm correct, we kept the John Deere, took the side of the Tiger mower off of it and kept it for a backup. Am I right, Kelly?
Yes.
And
And
so,
this tractor has just been a spare tractor. Now, we have used it occasionally, but when we bought that last sidearm, we kept that tractor. It's a whole lot newer tractor for a backup tractor.
I was just curious.
but your question is, we are probably gonna need a tractor down the road within the next year or so, because some of them are getting high hours.
Yeah, but you got one to
We've
trade
got
in.
one
got-
to trade
yeah.
in.
Okay, you made the motion, didn't you? Did we have a second?
Yes. Mr. Kyle did.
Okay. Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper, Kyle, Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item is 1995 International 4900 dump truck. Y'all got the VIN in front of you. You got the inventory, county inventory. Purchased and put in service in 1994 for hauling rock, dirt, and debris on county road system. The 1995 International has high mileage, maintenance, and mechanical issues. Valued at, that's just a value we have to put on something like this, $4,000. We're asking it be surplused and placed in the county auction, and to be sold at county auction, public auction.
Make a motion to surplus inventory number 1500, be surplus and put in county auction.
Okay, questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next is 2015 Husqvarna Hydro Fast Track Lawnmower. Y'all got the serial number and the inventory number. Was purchased for lawn care at the county road barn and the recycle center and the animal shelter property. It has mechanical issues and high maintenance. We valued it at $150. The Husqvarna, we're asking for this to be surplus and placed in public auction.
Make a motion to surplus and place the 2015 Husky one mower in the public auction.
I have a second.
Second.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper, Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next into 2010, was purchased 2010 is a Cub Cadet mower for mowing the property at the road barn, recycling, and animal shelter property. The Cub Cadet mower had been loaned to the Russellville Logan County Airport since 2018. The Cub Cadet has engine problems and high maintenance, value of $25. Cub Cadet, we're asking for this to be surplus and put in that public auction.
I'll make a motion to surplus the Cub Cadet mower and be sold at public auction.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, the next items are 2 hydraulic conveyor side winders purchased with truck dump bodies and trucks purchased in 1990, old unit 31, and 1992, old unit number 4. They're not on the inventory. As individual things, both county trucks were surplus and sold at public auction several years ago. Hydraulic conveyors, side winders were used later on other trucks for side dressing gravel and coal mix, and on the side of county road system and in front of mailboxes. Very high maintenance repairs, not dependable, replaced with newer models, not used in years. And I've got to value them just for scrap.
I would make a motion to surplus 2 hydraulic conveyors and to be sold at public auction.
Second.
Y'all did get pictures of them, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Got a motion and a second. Now, is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item at the road department is airflow 8-foot spreader distributor and salt application. Inventory serial number, y'all got that, and you got the inventory number. The 8-foot spreader was put in service in 2004 for spreading and distributing salt on snow and ice on county road system. The 2004 airflow spreader not used for years, mechanical issues, motor bad, and a lot of salt deterioration on the unit, not dependable. And we're asking to be able to put it in the county auction.
Make a motion to surplus the 2004 Airflow 8-foot spreader and distributor and be sold at public auction.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item is Logan County Road Department is a 10 FGT air compressor with a Kohler gas engine, and y'all got the inventory and the serial number. It was purchased in '92. It was on the service truck for tire repair away from the road department garage. This compressor has had a lot of high maintenance, cost issues, and motor problems. Not dependable. Replaced in 2019 with a new one bought. We're asking that this be able to be surplused and placed in the county auction.
I'll put that in form of a motion.
Second.
Question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, property from the ECC Center, 2006 Ford Explorer, police package, colored white, and y'all got the VIN number. And the inventory number is 02274. It was purchased to perform duties for new addressing and use for inspection of tire sites and maintenance and troubleshooting. The 2006 Ford Explorer was high mileage, mechanical issue due to high maintenance costs. We replaced it in 18 with a 2019 Ford Escape four-wheel drive. We got it valued at $600, and we're asking to place it in the county public auction.
It's $500, isn't it? You said 600 or 500?
Okay, $500, I wrote.
Hold on, what y'all say?
Huh?
Y'all say 500 or 600?
It says 500.
I'll make a motion to surplus the 06 Ford Explorer and to sell it at public auction.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Where'd
Yes.
Steve go?
I think he went into Joe's office.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, we need to let him surplus his stuff sometime. I thought I had it on the list, but I didn't. But, okay, county clerk's office. Okay, we got surplus property, 212,000 BTU, one to air conditioner, General Electric, Federal inventory 01691 and 01692, put in service in 98. To help condition the air at the Logan County Clerk's office, replaced in October of 19 with new engineered heat and air system for the county clerk's office since they were not cooling the office. We need to ask that those be placed in the county auction.
Make a motion to surplus inventory numbers 01691 and 01692 and sold at public county auction.
Second.
Okay, any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, recycling. Was purchased, this 2004 F-250, and y'all got the VIN number. The county inventory number is 02000. Was purchased and put in service in 2008 for route picking up and recycled materials at retail customers and schools around Logan County. High mileage, mechanical issue, high maintenance cost, and motor problems. And we valued it at $800. I wrote 5 on there, but anyhow, and we're requesting it be put in public auction.
Make a motion to surplus the 04 F-250 and put it in the public auction.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, let's have a roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Judge, why don't we take just a few minute break?
Okay.
Can we
Well, we need to get Steve back in there anyhow.
I mean, we got.
wait on Jack? He won't miss nothing.
It was still 55 minutes ago.
Was that all it was? I'm sorry.
All right, I got some few other things I wanted to get surplus. I've got a 2007 Ford Crown Vic. It's got high mileage and mechanical issues. It no longer meets the goals of the patrol cruiser. And get it sold at the public auction. I don't know if you want me to do them individually or...
You can do both cars together, but you gotta do, if you got something separate, you got.
And then also I have a 2010 Ford Crown Vic. Same thing, high mileage, mechanical issues. No longer meets the needs of a patrol vehicle to be sold at public auction.
It's 7 and 10.
Yes.
I make a motion to surplus the 2007 and 2010 Crown Vic.
Yes.
Crown Vic and sell it public auction.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second, on both his cars, and be sure Janice gets a copy of all that, Steve.
I sure will.
And then, Janice, I'll need, copies of it to be able to get the county inventory number to go with it.
Gotcha.
Any questions?
I got one.
Yeah.
I've been listening to this, and we've been discussing it, and we've been talking about mechanical issues.
Mm-hmm.
At the sale, is that mechanical issues going to be better identified so that the buyers would know, or is it going to be sold as mechanical?
Well, what we're calling mechanical issues, Jack, is just,
High maintenance, just a lot of maintenance.
you know, just high maintenance.
Okay, so
I mean, some of them are wrecked and have dents. And,
well, that's obvious,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about mechanical
But-
inside.
You're talking about, is it trans,
Things
you,
like that
yeah.
that the general public would need to know about, or is it just going to be mechanical issues?
It'd be sold as is basically.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, sounds better.
Yeah.
they, well,
Well, an auditor's saying they
the auditor says as is, it ain't gonna work.
You're talking about if they got a transmission issue or something like that?
Well, the money might be a little better if we had things more defined, if this is, you know.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Stand there when you buy something in mechanical issue, I'm thinking, is this like a...
Yeah, well, they'll be all sold as is, they either crank and run or have to be towed away.
In the minutes to justify why he's doing what he's doing. Not necessarily going to say that, to be honest.
It's better to sell on the combine, he said mechanical issue, that's it.
It wouldn't bring much, would it? I think we're
I'm sorry, go ahead.
pleasing auditors.
Okay, no other questions, let's have roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
All right, I have two Cententine push bumper guards, which is the push bumper that fits on the front of the cruiser. Inventory number 02515 and 02516. They were damaged, no longer of use or value to be refitted or reused. So I'd like to put those in the auction.
There's 2 of them.
Yes, on those are 2 inventory numbers. I've got several, but I had to list those separate because I actually had inventory numbers for those.
I'll make a motion to surplus inventory numbers 2515, 2516, and sell at county public auction.
Second.
Okay, his questions. Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
All right, I have 2 Space Creator partitions for a Dodge Charger with the slider mesh. The inventory number is 02498 and 02499. And those are the metal partitions that separate you from the prisoner and the officer. They're older partitions and they won't fit any other cars.
So moved.
Second.
Is that public auction too?
Yes.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
All right, I have one Giotto desk space creator vehicle partition for a Dodge Charger, inventory number 03024. That was purchased the same as separate the officer and the prisoner metal partition inside the car. It no longer will fit any newer model vehicles, so it's no use.
So moved. Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Question.
These are all at the auction, right?
Yes.
Now, my question is, I can't understand what it is. It's a what?
It's the metal partition that separates the driver from the
Got you.
backseat.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
All right, on the next one, there was a building that was out at the Morgantown lot storage area that we have. And we found 12 pieces and parts of the space partitioners that go between the driver and the prisoner, just stacked out there. I have no idea about an inventory number or not on those. And they're just junk.
Maybe from wrecked cars or something.
Yeah, they come from wrecked cars or just, probably when we started transferring from Ford to the Dodges, they became obsolete that way as well, so.
Okay, you reckon I got any inventory numbers on?
No, they're rusted and, they've probably been out there in that building for a long time, 10 years, I'd say. And I wasn't sure what the court wanted to do, with those.
Okay, but you're taking to, they're all metal, right? That's great.
Yeah. I talked to Karen. What we think the easy way to do that there will be a trailer with a lot of this stuff on it that will be basically metal, and if someone wants to bid on it and buy it, then they can deal with scrapping it. But they have no use other than honestly that. So I'd like to just sell them at auction.
Well, that might be the fair way to do it.
Right, and then let them deal with it. And if nobody buys it, then
Take it to scrap.
we can scrap it ourselves.
Well, see, that's part of the regulations now. Part of the regulations and surplus and something, if nobody makes a bid, then the county can make a decision to get rid of it in any feasible way that the county thinks is feasible.
Give them opportunity, if nobody buys it, then we can do our.
We can, at that time, we can put that on there and then determine it's just scrap.
Yeah. Well, I'll make that motion if you know how to write that. Yeah, I got it.
It's 12 space creator vehicle partitions for Crown Vic cars.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper, Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
She
And I
probably-
broke it down separately because they were different kind of styles. So I've collected 16 Sentinels, same thing, creator vehicle partitions, but these are for Dodges, from older model Dodges from the past. I wasn't sure.
Did you say 16?
Yeah, 16 different pieces.
They don't have inventory numbers in it?
No, they were all part of this, that was in that building out there.
And somebody, it might be in her inventory program, probably are some parts.
Well, I looked
inventory
through the
numbers.
sheet and I couldn't
Couldn't find any.
find any. There were some listed, and the ones I did find, I actually had to, I just surplused, so.
I'll make a motion to surplus and sell those 16. Second.
What is it?
It's vehicle partitioners for Dodge Chargers. They were just a different brand than the 12 that were with the Crown Vic, so I just listed them separate to
Okay.
make sure that it showed separate.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any questions now? If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
And the last, and it is the last, I have a pile of brake rotors, pads, scrap metal, pieces of metal that have come from cars, maintenances, different various things that I would like to add to surplus. The auditors have said that even brake pads and rotors, we are to list that as surplus.
That is great.
I'll make a motion to surplus and sell.
They topped us that at last year's auditor conference.
You gonna just throw it in the trailer and all that metal?
It'll be on the trailer.
First, auditors need to come be the county judge for a day or two. They need to do it.
I
What do
agree.
you do when you have a maintenance contract, like with some of these people that
Right.
are doing your work?
That's
and you
true.
get tired.
Right. They get it.
Then you be tired of throw the used rotor in the back in the trunk of the car?
He's got a 55-gallon drum of oil we got to surplus.
They just have to write me up every single, Thomas did not. List is
Did I get a
rotor
second?
that came off the 2018 chart.
Did I get a second?
I'll second it if nobody has.
Did the motion made?
Yeah, Jason did.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second.
How do you surplus it when you don't have the inventory? I mean.
I agree.
How do you surplus that?
They said it was, anything with the county, bought with county money, basically we had to be
But it's
accountable.
all hard.
Yeah, I agree.
You break the car, you had the fender replaced. We didn't surplus the fender.
I agree.
How about pins that run out? We're gonna surplus ink pens that run out?
No.
Why don't you test it?
Yeah, I better be quiet.
That's your problem. Wait that thing to start.
It's a,
I guarantee you, we're gonna get rolled up over something that we're doing here.
I'm sure.
Okay, any other comments? If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
that's all I have. Done for the year.
Thank you.
Tracking break by the time we walk.
Now, I didn't ask this one, though, this sale, we'll sell everything we talked about at one time, one
Yeah.
place, won't
Yeah.
we? Right, okay. Did it what, have to be advertised for a week or 2 or 3,
It's advertised.
just like any other sale?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like them you go to.
Even I can buy something, huh?
Okay, county courthouse. Inventory, a two-piece Boise Cascade desk, inventory 01690, it's in the hall downstairs. Desk was used by Human Resource Director to perform duties of payroll and employee issues. Worn out, was replaced with a better desk. Top of desk has got the stuff is cracked on it. And we're asking to sell this desk at public auction. We also have a Boise Cascade inventory number 01652. Desk purchased in 11/25/03 to perform office work in county judge's office, replaced by new desk, have been moved several times and got a problem with some screws missing. And we're asking,
Surplus those two pieces, 01652 and 01690, and sell at public auction.
Second.
all right, any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, got a Cub Cadet lawnmower, inventory number 02285, purchased in 2011 for mowing around the Logan County Courthouse and the Logan County Justice Center. This Cub Cadet LTX 1046 has been replaced with a new mower, has maintenance issues and a few motor problems. We valued it at $100 and we're asking for it to be surplus so we can sell it at the county auction.
Make a motion to surplus and sell at county auction, inventory number 2285.
Second.
Okay, questions?
What about the brakes on that lawnmower? No, I'm just playing. They ain't got brake pads, my bad. Make it.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley.
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden, Chick.
Yes. Okay, if you looked on one side of the hall down there, next in front of the tourism office, there's 11 chairs. These old office chairs left the Logan County Courthouse from the AOC in 2010 when moved when new Justice Center opened. There's 4 red desk chairs, 1 black, 1 blue, 1 black desk chair with arms, 1 red desk chair with arms, 3 gray high back desk chairs with arms.
Make a motion to surplus 11.
Do what?
Oh, I thought you was done. My bad.
Okay. When left in the building by the AOC, purpose was to sit at desk and do office work. All chairs are deteriorated, have issues, no longer usable, no value.
Right.
We're requesting that we sell these at the public auction.
Make a motion to surplus 11 chairs as presented and sell at public auction.
Second.
Okay, any questions? I think Jack's interested in one of them. Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
You gotta take them all, Jack.
Harper,
You buy it.
Yes.
Kyle, Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, this is be a different set of chairs. Surplus property, KRS 6708.080202. Desk chair bought by county. 2 cloth swivel chairs without arms, beige, purchased in 10/23/00. Inventory number 01200. 1 gray desk chair, bought the function purchase in 03. County inventory number 01602. 1 brown high back swivel chair, executive chair, purchased in year 2000. County inventory number 1003. And 1 burgundy desk chair, economic, whatever that word is, ergonomic task, purchased in 03. County inventory 1603. These chairs were to do office work. Chairs have served their purpose, deteriorated, and have been out of service for years, no longer usable, no value. And we're requesting that those be surplused and put in the county auction.
Motion to surplus and sold at the county auction.
Second.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
I'm gonna surplus these chairs.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
I'm gonna surplus these chairs.
Okay, these next items are 4 printers. Before we get into it, the law that I got on my desk, Thomas says we have to make an attempt to get something out of them. But we want to just surplus them and send them
Plus
back.
the knee scrap.
E-scrap them.
Printers have new.
Okay.
Not worth taking a chance.
What is it you're saying? I misunderstood.
He's got printers down there, you know, and again, electronic devices that could or does have memory to them. You know,
Okay,
you
got you. I
could have printed off somebody's tax bill, you could have printed off somebody's citation, social security number, and if that printer has memory to it, if somebody wants it, you know, they can pull it off, you know, so electronic, we should not sell at public auction.
Yeah, I got it.
If you get $5 out of it, take the risk of somebody's personal information being exposed and it coming from this office. So my motion is to keep scrapping, surplus it and keep scrapping.
And I'll second that.
Okay, you want to make a motion on them, ma'am? You got the county
Yes.
inventory.
You did.
All right, any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next item of business is retract order 13 of,
Hey, did we surplus this one? I might have just missed it. The office desk, voice cascade?
we done them
We
both.
did
Okay,
two
okay.
sheets at once.
All right, gotcha.
And September 22nd, 2020 minutes, motion with Jason Harper, duly second by Tyler Davenport to accept the quote from B&W Aldo on a 2019 Chevy Silverado for $2,500. And the cost of $25,500 for recycling due to immediate need, pending inspection, documentation, and clear title status, and allow the check to be written. We need to retract that due to the fact that it didn't have a good title.
I'll make a motion to retract order number 13 from the September 22nd, 2020 meeting.
Second.
And it needs to be put in there, Janice, due to
Yeah.
bad
Due to
title.
it not having a clear title status.
Or, yeah, junk title.
Okay, we had a second, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley, Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next item of business is pass a resolution agreement with the Kentucky Transportation Department for the replacement of a bridge structure on Campground Road. And I hope y'all have had time to talk to each other a little bit about this.
I was hoping Kelly would still be here, but I mean, the drawing here and the description of the county road ratings, I'm not getting a clear understanding of what the weight limit's gonna be on this road. I don't know, they're not page numbered, but it shows here type 4s for 80,000 pound, type 3s for 73,000, type 2s for 56, and type 1s for 40,000.
If it'll help you in this situation, Barry, I checked on the engineering of that bridge. A guy that had done the drawing and the engineering on it worked for Scott Murphy, and he said it was a top bridge. It was interstate quality as far as the deck and the structures.
All right.
Okay, now that's something that came from the state with the contract. Is what you're looking at there. I didn't. That's the first time I remember that ever been in one of our agreements. And what it's showing is showing trucks and then talking about the weight and all that. And
It is.
and
Well, you're gonna have 80,000 pound trucks crossing it. That's my only
Yeah,
concern.
yeah.
You're gonna have 80,000
But
pounds.
it's supposed to
But they
have-
won't be on 13 foot at one time.
no, but
Because-
it's supposed to be a 12-inch deck with the big raw iron in it. And it's and I asked that question myself because Jack asked me, and he said it was up to interstate quality.
Okay.
It looks like the same bridge that put behind Logan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the sister, brother to the,
Yeah.
we can get footage on either side.
Okay. So he's okay with that 30-foot?
Yeah, we don't know, we don't want to wait on it. We decide, we can handle it, we decide to help her out there.
Okay. Well, that's the only questions I have. I just want to come in here and then all of a sudden say that it's got a weight limit on it below 80,000. There's a weight limit on it, but below 80. You gonna make a motion?
And I'll put before the court, put in a drain structure on a half a mile off of 96. Grounds on the either side of that. Drain, something we want to call it box bridge.
I think we need to do this right here, go now and pass a resolution and agree with the transportation.
What we're doing now, we're not, only thing we're doing is approving this agreement and resolution.
Okay. That's good for the place the bridge structure. Good place, good place.
Is it a state road? It's not a state road, is it?
No, it's a county road.
So why is it agreement with the Kentucky? Because of the weight on the bridge. Gotcha.
It's a replacement of bridge structure. Y'all made a motion, y'all need me to, y'all road. This road. Somebody gonna put me in an $80,000 bridge, man, just do it.
You gonna, I was gonna let Jack do it. He was
Whose road is it, yours or Jack?
ours. It's both of us. It's,
on his side. Why don't you make the motion?
yeah. All right.
It's a replacement of bridge.
Well,
Is it in y'all's district?
yeah, we split the road. We split, yeah, okay. I want to put in, I want to make a motion that we pass a resolution in agreement with the Kentucky Transportation Department for replacement of bridge structure on Campground Road. Second.
I'll second.
Okay, we thought this would be a little bit higher price bridge than what it's gonna be, I think. And, that is the 80,000 that was committed to Logan County with a 20% match. So, just want the public to understand that, that this is an agreement for the 80% match to the to the structure.
80-20.
Agreement and resolution. Okay, questions?
It's not 80, it's
Anything over.
Oh, okay.
Regardless how the bid comes in, it's still
Logan
it's
County-
80-20.
80-20, what's this?
It's an 80-20 up to $80,000.
Up to, yeah, up to 80, but anything over 80, we're responsible for. Yes.
No,
It's
no.
85, you're gonna be at 25.
Yeah, 25. All right.
Well, you're gonna be at 20% of 80,000 and 5,000.
Well, you'll be, if the bid comes in 80, we gotta come up with 16 and the state put 62 in it. Okay? Or 64.
All over anything.
Okay, what do we got bidding on? I mean, who do we have for bids now? I mean, it come down that we got,
We've had two companies bid on it.
we've
over
had
the
two
years.
companies bid. Okay.
Yeah, Galusha and
Yeah, that's right,
Scott
Duluth.
Murphy.
Okay.
And different ones that won different bridges at different times.
Volusia did the last one.
Yeah.
That's like this one. And then Scott Murphy did that one for us on Coffee Road. That was just it wasn't really.
Okay, let's have, if there's no discussion about this anymore, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah, but to make the mud clear, it is 80-20 up to $80,000. Anything over 80, then the county's
No,
responsible.
no. It's
Yeah.
80/20, as long as it don't go over 100,000, the total bid.
Now what this says,
This says 80.
80,000. Says anything over 80,000, Logan County is responsible for.
Well, no, it don't work that way. It's 80/20 match, regardless whether it comes, if it comes in at 80, they're still just gonna pay 80%. They're gonna paid 64,000, and the county has to pay 16.
Yeah, it's, what he's saying is actually in the resolution. What you're saying is in the email. So this resolution says, the department shall be responsible for providing and agrees to reimburse up to 80% of the actual rural secondary project cost, but not to exceed 80,000 for the above mentioned project. So that should have been any amount of $80,000. Yeah, it's a double.
Either way, we're getting a heck of a deal, right?
We'll
Right,
get,
yeah.
what we did, Barry, we don't have, this is the largest one of these we've ever built as far as length. And we didn't have no idea what the bid might come in at, so we applied for the full 80. Now, if it comes in at 80 and the state just pays 64 of the 80, if we got another small drain structure somewhere in the county, we can reapply for the 16,
Okay.
okay? If that am I making sense with that?
We're getting a good deal.
Yeah, we're good. It's all good. It'll work out. We'll get the bids in here.
Okay, did we have roll call?
We done that. We're waiting on
Yes.
post agenda or.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's have, any post agenda today?
Well, no, it's funny, I don't. Jason.
What brand is those brand? I'll make a motion to.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley. Yes. Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.